conversation. I think
You got all the hard stuff.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm the one that say, how fast, Xavier, how fast, right? So yeah, I'm here today to talk about innovation and how we think about that. Let me first talk a little bit about what my team does and where I'm coming from. So my team has the responsibility for defining the whole portfolio for home and office printing. So which means that from the, say, small desjet up to the 800 MFP A3. And that's the first time that in one single team we manage the whole portfolio, which is a responsibility and is also a privilege to be responsible for that excellent portfolio that we have and to drive the innovation forward. I'm all to print. I was going to say I'm not new to print, but I'm gonna say now I'm all to print. Most of my career I've been on graphics business. Now Santi is managing. So and I had the opportunity to manage Cytex, to manage latex and DesignJet during several years. And with great innovations that those businesses brought at that time, like corrugated packaging, latex Gen 3, and page white Excel. So that helped me to understand in depth the technology of printing, but also the business model, how that business works, which is a complicated model. In the last 3 years, I had a different opportunity, so I moved to the other side of the house, to the personal systems, and I've been managing the workstation business and virtual reality for HP for the last 3 years. And that's been an outstanding experience for me to see something different and to be really on the edge of the technology at this point. It's a very interesting, it's very different market. All the players are playing with the same technology, basic technology, right? It's Intel, it's Microsoft. So everything is about defining the right experience for the right customer and the right offering. That's how that world works, right? And when we look back into print, we say what our customers are expecting. They're expecting experiences that are similar to the ones that you have now with your smartphone, connecting with your data. Doesn't matter that you're here, you're connecting with your office, you're sending information to your family, to your peers from here. It's always mobile, it's always connected, all your data is with you. So it's really what I would call a modern experience. And that's the plan that we have. So how we continue this journey of modernizing printing. Right? And that's what I want to talk to you on. What is our framework, how we think about innovation for print, and how innovation is going to be modernizing printing, and as leaders of the industry, we're going to be modernizing the industry. When you think about how to modernize, I think there's two main questions that you need to ask yourself. The first question is what are the experiences that customers are looking for? That's an important part. But Annelies mentioned about all the subscriptions and all the very different models that today exist. You need to think on that at the same time. What is the experience when I use the device or the service, but also what is the relationship that I want to have with whoever is providing that device or that service. You need to think both things in parallel. Let me start with the first one. What customers really want to. And we have a framework to think about that, what we call this modern experience. Experiences today have to be seamless, have to be proactive, and have to be personalized. Those are for me the three main pillars on how are we going to define a modern experience in printing. What it means seamless is seamless transitions between your personal life and your professional life. Things work the same at home, at the office. You want to have the information always with you. And you want your device always to be connected with all your data and connected to an ecosystem of solutions that at any moment you can grab and you can use. Mobile first is very important. Cloud first is very important. Proactive. We all expect, that's another word perhaps for the overused word of smart, right? I think it's more than smart. I mean, you can be smart but not proactive, right? We want devices to be proactive. So you expect that they're going to be doing things on your behalf without the need of telling them to do it. And an excellent example is security. you want to ensure that the device proactively updates itself and is looking for any kind of threat that you can have. Or it will know what you want to do before you go and I want to print something. I know you are willing to do this. I know who you are. And personalize. Annelies mentioned a lot of different statistics about the importance of personalization. You want to personalize the printer on your work style, on your decor, on your office, but also you want to ensure that the printer understands what kind of jobs you do. So the experience that you're gonna have is special with you, with your apps, with the different workflows that you're using. But also, very important when we're thinking about the journey we're in, you want to have specific value propositions that will bring the value that is good for you. So those are the three main pillars that when we think about innovation on top of our portfolio of products that we are doing.